On 28 May 1972, 10 days after Elizabeth's visit, Edward died at his home in Paris. His body was returned to Britain, lying in state at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. The funeral service took place in the chapel on 5 June in the presence of the Queen, the royal family, and the Duchess of Windsor, who stayed at Buckingham Palace during her visit. He was buried in the royal burial ground behind the royal mausoleum of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert at Frogmore. Until a 1965 agreement with the Queen, the Duke and Duchess had planned for a burial in a cemetery plot they had purchased at Greenmount Cemetery in Baltimore, where Wallis's father was interred. Frail and suffering increasingly from dementia, Wallis died in 1986 and was buried alongside her husband. In the view of historians, such as Philip Williamson writing in 2007, the popular perception in the 21st century that the abdication was driven by politics rather than religious morality is false and arises because divorce has become much more common and socially acceptable. To modern sensibilities, the religious restrictions that prevented Edward from continuing as king while planning to marry Wallis Simpson seem, wrongly, to provide insufficient explanation for his abdication.